Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Skyblock. Before we get into it, at 60,000 subscribers, I will literally touch grass. I know, it's impossible. But if you want me to do that, subscribe. If you didn't know already, cookie prices have nearly raised by 1 million coins from only a few weeks ago. The typical reason people are saying that prices are raising so fast is due to inflation. I'm assuming you know what inflation means, but if you don't, it basically means more money is being injected into the economy. The main way is by selling items to the NPC, because that is the only way to produce coins out of thin air. Usually this is done through farming, and that will make you maybe 4 mil an hour. But recently with the mining, you are making upwards of 20 mil an hour, and that injects 5 times more than farming ever did. Because of this, players are more willing to pay a higher price for a cookie because they simply have more money to spend. And because everyone has this, the price will slowly climb up. But you may have noticed that this inflation is mainly only happening to booster cookies over any other item in the bazaar. And the reason for this is because there are two aspects of booster cookies which make it very easy to manipulate the price. The first aspect is that it is a consumable. The main reason this is a problem is because it removes the potential of reselling the item. An item like a super compactor, which you can buy from Bazaar, can and almost always will be eventually resold when you no longer need it. But an item like a cookie, as soon as you buy it, you remove it from the economy by just eating it. So it simply just disappears, meaning there will always be a scarcity of the resource. The final aspect that makes it very easy to manipulate is just how you obtain a booster cookie. As all of you guys probably know, booster cookies are simply bought using Skyblock gems, which cost real money. Usually, an item being able to be bought from the actual NPC makes the price more stable. But in this case, since it needs to be bought with the real life money, it actually makes it less stable as less people are actually able to inject cookies into the economy. This means that when people like this player decide to buy just billions of coins in cookies, it just immediately inflates the price, but no one actually has the amount of real life money to go and bring the price down by selling real cookies. And because of that, the price usually will hold a pretty expensive price for quite a bit. And because people don't know any better, they will just start raising the price from there. And that's how you see a bunch of big spikes in prices randomly. You might then have the idea, why don't just billionaires just buy out the entire bazaar and then make the price really high? Well, it actually has happened before. In February of this year, Hypixel decided he wanted to quit Skyblock, and to go out with a bang, he decided to buy 10 billion coins worth of booster cookies through InstaBuy, and then just void them all. And after he had done this, it caused the price to go so high that the admins literally had to roll back the bazaar just to make sure that people would actually be able to afford cookies. Funnily enough, if Hypixel actually sold all his cookies at this increased price, he would have actually made a profit. But before we get into the next clip, I want to give a big shout out to Tradery for sponsoring this video. Tradery is a one-stop shop for in-game trades. Since Skyblock has an auction house and bazaar system, it might seem useless, but for untradeable items like minions, it can be really helpful. You can trade for any items you want, find players who are actively trading them, and make offers on other players' items. Once you have a trade lined up, you can chat with other players to work out a deal. There's even a review system that lets you know how trustworthy a player is. Using this to sell minions makes it way easier, especially if you're opening white gifts like I did in a previous video, netting me over 50 million coins in profit. So if that interests you, head over to tradery.com to check it out for yourself. Now, let's get back to the video. that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. You can submit more clips using the link in the description. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Later.